Hello and welcome everybody. It is great to see you here. If you're watching this live, a very warm welcome to a pop-up live stream on a Tuesday. A little bit unexpected. Don't panic, we'll still be here tomorrow on Wednesday at the normal time. If you're watching this on replay, my goodness me, you can see the amount of canvas I'm about to paint behind me. You're in for a treat, as I hope, by the time you're watching this, the thumbnail will suggest. Anyway, a very warm welcome. Oh, who's first through the door? Jeffrey Burnell. Hello, Jeffrey. At Devander Studios, awesome to see you again. Well, it's great to have you both here, folks. I am now going to tap on my lovely, happy, smiley face on my laptop. Let's get the chat underway. There we go, folks. Fantastico. Well, great to see you here. So far, guys. Oh, and Sandy. My notifications, excellent. You've got your notifications on. Yeah, we're about to do some painting. Are you going to do that? Yeah, you do that, buddy. Yeah, carry on.
Hi everybody. What I would like from you first, if I may ask, we have had to change all of the music that we have running in the background now. Because it's completely new music, I don't know about the volume of that music. I don't want it to detract from what Ed's saying. So I want to ask you guys, is it a little bit too loud in the background? Is it okay? Things like that. I'd appreciate your help just to let us know what that sort of volume of that background music is. I'll shut up now and you can have a listen.
So if I go and do some interrupted hellos. Hello, Hunter Young. Stop. Music. And hello again, everybody. Right, there we go. Oh, by the way, mate, you've got a one rogue light on and it's a violet, a purple violety colour. I don't know if you know that or not. We've had to reboot all the lighting systems here, folks, because we had a power cut yesterday for about 10 seconds. And it seems to have knocked everything out, which is just a nightmare. Yeah. Ah, there we go. And off. No, it's still on, mate. Shall I hit it? It's number 3. Right, that's off, mate. Yeah, that's gone off. Okay. Oh, right. Jeffrey says all good. Thank you. Peggy has just joined. Oh boy, I just woke up now. Coffee and Ed and AD. Yeah, that's the best way to start the day, Peggy. Hunter says sounds about right to me, AD. So that's good. Thank you, Hunter. Christine, hello. Here you are. Here you are. Yes. Bonjour, Christine. Hope you are doing well. All good, says Jeffrey. Fantastic. Right. I will explain what is going on. Will R. Maybe one notch is down on the music. Interesting. We'll do that now for you, Will. Thank you for the feedback.
I'll do that now, Will, because I say we were contemplating, believe it or not, the music is at 4%, so I'm going to drop it to 3, and let's see what that's like. 3%. There we go. Hopefully, I say it's completely different music, so I had no idea, and I was fiddling with it for hours yesterday. We were messing about with it prior to this. We actually did a private live stream prior to this one to see whether or not we could see what it sounded like. Hopefully, that's okay.
Okay. Right, I'm going to walk you through what I'm about to do in a moment. Okay, because it's a little bit unusual, actually. So you can see here, I'm walking up between two canvases. What I've done this morning is to roll out the huge roll, and I've created two 4.8 meter lengths, and they have 1.2 meter widths. So basically what is going to happen, good vibes. Hello from Florida. Hello, Florida. Thanks, Will, for the thumbs up. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I've split these into essentially 120 centimeter squares. This is going to mean that when they're individually cut, they will make 100 1 meter squares, 100 centimeter, 1 meter square paintings when they're finished. This is part of the commission for New York. For those of you watching regularly, you'll know that we've got this great big commercial commission, which is awesome, but we're up against the most impossible deadlines. This is one of the key pieces as far as the staff go, because it's going to be featured on a 21-meter long wall, and this wall goes between an open plan office area. I might as well explain to you, put it into some context for you. It goes from a big open plan office, and then you get this 21-meter long corridor which terminates, and then everybody turns right at the end to go into the, they call the welfare area, which is basically the canteen, the chill out zone where the food is served, so restaurant facilities, that kind of thing, coffee. But then as you come back down, there is a wellness room, there's an IT department, there are all the restrooms and toilet facilities. So it's a high traffic area, and it's only 1.5 meters wide. So I'm creating a series of 8 paintings to go down the corridor, and they'll terminate as you're looking at it. So they'll go on, like on this wall, terminate with a big swirly orangey thing at the bottom. But what we want to do is create a story with these 8 paintings. So that's what we've got down on the floor now. 2 long runs, 4.8 meters long each, but when cut will make 8 individual pieces. And the story is it's essentially, and I'll come back to PTZ, it's essentially that. So I'm going to be creating, well, I hope so anyway. If not, you're going to be laughing at me hilariously from the comfort of your own home. I'm going to recreate a rainbow spectrum. So we're going to start off with the blues and terminate in the reds over in that corner. That's the theory anyway. It's all going to be done in one go because everything's got to be blended together. So when I start, there's no stopping. So as long as this broadcast takes, is as long as this broadcast takes, okay? Got plenty of water. AD sat down in the warm because it's jolly cold here today. So that's the plan. Now, I am going to be using a brush technique. I've got plenty of brushes, excuse me, and I'm going to be doing a kind of swirl blend. So I think, actually, let's go roam cam for a second, mate. Hello, Carrie from Denver, Colorado. Thank you for joining us. Ari, hello, Carrie. Arvasaith. Is that, I say that right? Yes, Demanda Studios. 22 of you watching. Let's smash the thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. While we're doing that, are we on roam cam? Excuse me, I was testing some blending earlier on. So we've got the straight line blend, we've got a dapple blend, excuse me, but the one I'm going to go for is a kind of swirly blend. The reason for that is actually the client isn't a fan of lines, and I do realise if I was to do gradient blends all the way joining the colours together, no matter what I put over the top of it, I'm still going to have lines, and he's not a big fan of lines. So although I'm going to get the gradients going all the way through, I'm going to try and do it in a fairly relaxed, windy, kind of loopy, swishy style. I don't have the right words for it. That's the principle anyway, and I've got 10 or 11 colours lined up.
It's the Suarez style. That's what it is, buddy.
Ah, excellent. There we go. Got it. So I've made myself some notes on the board. As you can see, I pre-wrote out what the measurements had to be, so I've sorted that. Actually, I've done the long corridor one where this terminates. That's also done, but I'll show our patrons before I show you guys. So yeah, I will update you if you're watching, my lovely patron friends. We'll update you on the the big swirly one I've done for the end of the corridor. Will you give us a tour of all your work at the facility when you're finished? Of course I will, Will. Of course I've been dying to say that for ages. Of course I will, Will. All right, stop repeating yourself. Yeah, we'll do that. There's actually a video I put out on Sunday, Will, on the channel, which is a New York Commission update. And actually, I do give you some behind-the-scenes stuff. It's pretty good, actually. And you see all the first wave of the commission all hanging up and drying, and I walk and talk you through that. So if you do want to see a little bit of that, go check that video out a little bit later. So let's pop roam cam back on there. It's tipping down a rain outside. I can hear it on the steel roof. Aluminium roof, whatever we got, I don't really know. Who else has joined us? Hello, Paula. Has just joined us. And Drawing Skeleton, hello to you too. You look ready for some creative endeavours today. A JX3 Gallery. Yes, Jeffrey, we do. Right, let's get some gloves on, folks. If you want to ask any questions, please do so, whether you're watching on live or not. Right, is that my battery just gone? No, lost 80, so might be his battery. We shall wait and see. Oh, he's back again. His battery. I'm waiting for mine to go, but hey. All right, connect pronunciation. Thank you, Carrie. That's good. I'm glad I've sorted that out. Right, the gloves are on. Gloves have to go on because of the paints. Very corrosive and toxic. Yeah, I said hello. Right. Yeah, okay, right then. Looks like you're going to have fun. Is that 8 canvases lined up there? Yes, Paula, it is. I was just explaining to the guys that they've got 120 centimetre dimensions, so they'll make 8 times 1 metre squares going down a long corridor. I won't bore you with the details. You can figure that out another time. Should we get painting, folks? Should we just get on with it? I think we should just do it.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible! No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Okay, let's pick a camera then, buddy, and I'm going to start with the purple down at the bottom. You tell me when you're ready. Yeah, you're going to have to spin him round. Might look a bit of an odd angle, this, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. That's it. Well, I'm over here. There we go. You'll see me in a minute. There we go. There we go. Can I start painting now? Right, I'm going to be here. Yeah? Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, sorry, it's a bit of an odd angle. It's just the way I got the camera set up. But hopefully you can see that.
Going to be quite a workout, this. There's a lot to be done. Basically base coating 8 canvases. Hello, Tom. Tom from the Netherlands. Hello, hello. Good to see you here, buddy. Thank you. Now, I want to see if I can talk you through kind of what's going on. I'm trying to get everything fairly even in terms of the amount of colour blocking that I'm doing. And this is because of where they're going to be cut. What I want to do is when they're around the frame, because it's quite a narrow corridor, is I want you to have the ability to see around the corners, i.e. on the edges of the frames, exactly what's going on. So you get that continuity from the sides, not just the front, because it is going to be quite difficult to stand back and look at the fronts of these. So I have to make sure that everything's visible from the sides as well. So colour has to continue all the way around the edges. And I'm going in rules of thirds, which is why I've got my upright lines, which is where the cut lines are going to be. So I hope that makes sense. So 2/3 blue and purple, and then we're going with a lighter purple on the third third, and then there's going to be hopefully 2/3 of this kind of purple, and then we're going in the blue, although there might be some subtle changes to that. Right, let's get this spread out. I hope that kind of makes sense anyway. Who was that? No, thank you, Carrie. That's very kind. Now, as I'm sure probably all of you, bar 1 or 2, know, we do a live stream on a Wednesday. It's kind of a thing set in stone. It's become something we do religiously here. Now, I'm not going to make a promise to you, but if in 24 hours time these are sufficiently dry enough, then guess what I'll be painting tomorrow night? Oh yeah. So there's every possibility that these are going to be given the Suarez treatment tomorrow. So getting the gradients for the base, very, very, very important, but also what goes over the top. Now, I could throw it open to you to try and guess what that will be, what technique or what it's going to look like. I haven't actually 100% decided yet, although I do have a good idea about what would look nice on it. I'm going to sit and consider that overnight so I don't make a mistake tomorrow. The biggest thing with this commission is time. So irrespective of the feedback that I'll start getting from the client when they get all their high-res photos in a couple of days of the work so far, I have to make sure everything is as right as it can be, so I'm not wasting time, which is the important thing here. Purple from Cali, and also hi. Yeah, I see you get your priorities right. So it is completely and utterly imperative that the paintings are right. So the ability to make mistakes really isn't part of my plan. So even though we go live and broadcast and want to try and give you something decent to look at, which takes effort and work and thought. And I don't want it to be at the expense, as I'm sure you can appreciate, of messing something up. So if I do get to a point where I can't do both, I might very well just go silent for a bit and let you enjoy some of the music and have a cup of tea. Now I know a lot of this is just basically watching some guy just putting paint flat on the canvas, like sitting outside watching a neighbour paint his fence. I hope I can make it a little bit more interesting than that. We shall see. Difficulty is going to be on each leading edge. That's the one I'm pointing at now down here, because I've then got to go and blend the other one, and I've got to be back in time to get the next one on and blended, if you like. So what I'm going to do at the next one is just put a line and do the line blend, and then I can do the rest of the bulk of the colour. That's going to save my time. Anyway, that's the broad principle. Right, got one camera gone to sleep. Right, let's see how bad my blending skills are. Let's get them, first of all, let's get the line done. And then I'll go back over the top with the other one. I've got plenty of rags if I need to do that, but let's just get that line dealt with. And then you watch what's going to happen in a minute. So I'm going to come back this way, look. Try and give all those swirls and textural elements a little bit of a, you know, a bit of time. We don't want to forget them. Easiest blend technique for me, this one. Because the more you do it, the more it kind of just fades into itself. So it's a bit of a cheat. Right, so we'll switch to the other one. Do the same. We might have to go over it again, but that's fine. So let me go around this way. Which one are we on, mate? Right. Yeah. Right, so now let's go this way. Something come off something there, but there's a bit of smeg gone into it. Yeah. Right, let's get another one. Right, sorry, I need three. It's not quite how I want it. No, let's go around this way. Right, let's get the brush loaded up so we can take it this way a little bit. Of course, dark always goes onto light brushes, doesn't it, very quickly. Those of you that do this stuff probably know that feeling very well. Sorry, say it again. My thing cut out. Don't worry, Will, no jinx, that's fine. I'm fairly light on my feet when it comes to this, although can be clumsy from time to time. No, you're right, Devander, it doesn't. It's in fact, on most accounts, it's very misbehaved. Thank you, Paula. Well, there's the thing, anyway. Don't look away for 2 minutes then, because you might miss something. Yeah. I know what Eddie's saying about the rain. I can hear it. Right. Look. And the back, and the back. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more tricky than I thought this, but it is what it is, isn't it? Okay. Right, in a second, because I want to move on to the blue as soon as possible. It's the Suarez blue, so it's going to be nice. I've got plenty of brushes, mate. Yeah. I've got enough. All right, we'll leave that then. Let's go into the blue. Right, let's give that a wallop round. So I've got two blues. So this will be my 2/3 Suarez blue. So blend, and then over there, yeah, there'll be a fairly slim other blue. Let's get this one on. Okay. So I can bring this to this edge, and let's grab another one. So let's get the blue up to the edge and see how this blends. Now, if you're just joining us and tuning in, firstly, thank you very much for being here. I am trying to create a rainbow. These are, just to give you an update, this is base coating for one of the New York commission paintings on a very long corridor. So it's going to be a set of 8, but I've never attempted to base coat 8 all at once. Never attempted a rainbow like this. So definitely new ground. So we'll see what happens. So far so good. I'm going to do a fairly thin light blue going into this, but I need to do the edge. So I need to blend it. Let's get the swirls in. Look, early doors, that'll be nice for you to look at. Let's get up the other side now. So that edge is okay. I can probably blend that okay. Right, let's get on and blend this side and see where we're at. I'm going to go into the seam of light blue next. So, but the important thing is I can get the blend now, isn't it? That's what I need to get. So, almost done with the blue, and then I'm going to start bringing the magenta over. Right, blue done. Knees already going. Oh, terrible. Maybe a bit quiet in places, folks. Sorry about that. I want to concentrate. Got our new music mix playing, which is good. All right, let's get another brush. I'll pick up a piece of sponge as a safety net. Let's get rid of some of these lines. That's better. Okay, so a bit better. I can deal with the blue edge. Right, just backtracking just slightly. It's one of those times that it being so glossy is definitely not a help. It's more of a hindrance. Okay, well, that's fine, it's fine. Let's hold our nerve. We're doing okay. Who was that? Heather B. Hello, Heather B. No, haven't done any practicing at all. It probably shows. Just straight in at the deep end, as is the way with us here. Right, that's that piece of sponge done. Let's grab another one, because actually this is working. I don't mind that at all. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's getting there. Let's go around the other side. We're going to put the lighter blue stripping in the middle and work that into the Suarez blue. We're actually delineating some of the harshness of these lines, which is what I was trying to do with a brush. See if we can actually do it slightly better, which I think we can with the sponge. Still want to keep these rotations going. These little swirls are going to form part of the overall finish, which is what I want. Thank you, Paula. Liking the blue with the purple. Good. Yeah, I think by the time the whole thing's done, if you imagine that as a complete set, it'll look pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. That's all right. Now, one slight problem we got, folks, I'm a little too heavy on the blue, so I am going to blot some of that off. I think that's going to cause me drying issues. So actually from here, when you look at it, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, as you get up close to it, you can see the lines in it, but actually, you know, this is going to work. This is a passing space series of paintings, so you're not going to spend too long just sat there looking at it, because people will be trying to get past you. Hello, Seeking Nexus. Regular dish sponge, I can't even say it. Great question. No, actually, it is some upholstery foam. We've had it for a little while. I think we probably used it to cushion something when we might have been transporting something at some point in time. But no, fantastic question. It is, yeah, just foam that you would use if you were, you know, reupholstering a seat or something like that. Oh, thank you for asking. Albert Tatlock, hello. Ombra Blended. A multi-revelator, good just to go for it most of the time. Even if you plan yes, changes can occur, but I agree with you, multi-revelator is good just to have a go, isn't it? Just to get stuck in. Right, so we're going to just blend out the blue. We're going in there with a slightly different blue now, lighter one. It doesn't have a metallic in it, but obviously getting the Suarez blue in there, our own colour, unique to us here. There's always a crowd pleaser in my mind. So this edge is kind of behaving itself now. Some nice patterns in there. I'm pretty happy with the blending so far. It's reasonable, I would say. Right, okay. I'm going to be making a lot of mess today, but it is what it is. Yeah, who was that, mate? Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. It's my legs are going to get a workout today, aren't they? Single person hover drone. Yeah, could just hover over it then, couldn't I? Right, okay. Well, we're starting to get into the greens and the limes now, so this is going well. It's going well. So we're slightly lighter blue now. It's going to kind of terminate here, so this is only a small suggestion of the blue, because I need to get water blue in then, and then we've got two greens to try and feature, so that could be interesting. So let's see how we get on. Now remember, guys, if you are enjoying this, wherever you are on the planet, please do let us know. Of course, we always love to know where you're watching from, what time of the day it is. Please do give us a thumbs up. Might just send this out to somebody who hasn't seen us before. And if you're not sure how to do it, here's a little reminder.
Now, if you're enjoying this video, then don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. And remember to hit that subscribe button. And click on your bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos.
There you go. How about my sped up little funny chicken voice, alien voice, whatever you like to call it. Gotta have a little bit of fun. So we've got a brand new music track today. We've remixed and giving you some brand new relaxed vibes in the background. Some chilled beats for you to listen to, hopefully. Okay, well that blend's gone pretty well, hasn't it? I haven't had to do anything with that. So that's good. It means we can go straight into water blue now. That's going to be quite, that's going to be entertaining. You know, I could probably just feather this a little bit here and there. Swirls and swoops are very important in this one today. Because of what sits at the end of this run of paintings, which is all about loops and twirls and swoops and that kind of thing. Okay. Right, I'm just going to change gloves, guys, and just take some water on because it's getting a bit sweaty. This. Right, give me a second. What my comments coming up on the screen? Seeking Nexus are interesting. It could be that my no comments are on. It's just probably that there aren't any at the moment. Okay, fine. No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch Bluey. Go away, YouTube. Right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah. Right. It just gives me a chance to look back at that. I might have a go at that with the sponge actually. Oof. Right, so what are we in? We're basically 3 out of the 8 done. So we've got 1.5 left, and that's a single run completed. So this is going well. Going well. Right, so let's grab the sponge, yeah, because actually from over here, that does look a bit unblended. So I'm just going to tidy that edge up to the Suarez blue side, I think. No, no, I'm going to take it this way instead. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I'm definitely getting there with the blending. It's just a question of just figuring it out what works best. Hello, John Zapata. Very nice of you. Good morning to you, sir. That's great. More of you joining now, which is superb. You know, we love the internet. To me, this is what the internet was invented for. Watching this kind of cool stuff. What's really nice about this is we get to chat, don't we? It's not just a static video. Don't get me wrong, love the static videos, but I do enjoy it when you can be part of something. And we always try and be... Got a massive hair. Come on, paint bristle. Hello? Come on, you're enormous. Can you just come out of the paint, please? No, it's still there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love to be part of stuff. I think it'd be nice if more people who were on YouTube did more live stuff. Thank you, Heather. That's very kind of you. I'm glad we're doing something right. You could just spend hours fettling this, couldn't you? If only. Okay, well I think that's a little bit better. It's kind of tidied that up. Oh, good job AD cut me all the sponges, isn't it? Right, okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Right, we're going in with this is called water blue, which to me is green, but hey ho, who am I to argue? So we're going to go 2/3, and we're going to go slightly over, and then I'm going to try and get a sliver of green, followed by lime. So we're actually fitting in slightly more colours on this side than the other side. And that's fine. We've got so many bright tones on the other side, actually, even though there are less by design, that it isn't really going to matter. But here, where the colours are down this end of the palette, there's a little bit more blending to be done. So it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I know, but I know what I'm talking about. Okay, right, water blue needs to just come over there. Then we're going to get a small sliver of that green and finish off with lime, because the lime is going to go on to the other end. Yes, I'm just testing it in my head. Right, okay. No special sauce today, John. No. This is straight from the tin, because we're forming base coats. So I don't need any fluff and apple pie on the base coats. That's what goes over the top. So this is all about creating the mood with simply the use of colour. Thanks, Paula. Much appreciated. Well, I'm trying to work out where my line is so I can get my ratios correct. Let's just get this spread out. Oh, right. How can I squeeze in over here? Doesn't matter how much space I have, it's never enough. Never enough. But we're doing okay. Even if I cover up my lines, I can just remeasure again, so I know where to actually physically cut them. Probably going to stop that there. It feels like a fairly safe place to stop. If you are joining, just firstly, a massive welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please do ask. I've got AD in my ears feeding stuff to me. He can come on and also answer questions as well. Always love to hear your feedback, get you engaged in the chat. Right, so on this edge, I'm trying to just bring some of that excess paint to this edge, because when I start to blend that with that thin layer of green and with the lime, I'm going to need a little bit of paint up there. I hope these are going to be ready for tomorrow. I really do. Right, okay, so let's get blending. Hey, Brenda, watching us from Kansas. Thank you very much. Good job you like watching it, isn't it? Yeah, no, thank you for the feedback. That's gratefully appreciated. Oh, my back's going to hurt today. Never mind. We have to suffer for our craft, don't we? It's going quite nice, actually. I thought I'd have a problem with this, but actually, it's funny, isn't it, when you put colours together, just sometimes they go together really well and other times they just get a bit larry. You have to kind of work at it. I didn't expect that between the purples, but actually the purples at the start were quite unagreeable. But that is actually doing pretty good. So I'll go and get another piece of sponge. Oh, Devanda, you got rain as well, have you? Looking like rain. Yeah, well, it's actually rain here. It's pretty awful, the weather today.
Yeah, well, let's face it, we live in the UK, and according to stats, it's been the worst 18 months in history for rain. There's a shock. Welcome to England.
Yeah, we're not blessed with very good weather at the moment. Farming community up in arms about it. It's just, we're going to lose so much of our crops. It's not a good position to be in. We all got to get fed. It's a little bit concerning, and I do feel for the farmers. What you're supposed to do when you're at the behest of Mother Nature like this is you're just powerless to do anything. Yeah, it would be nice to paint vertically, wouldn't it, Paula? But you're right, yeah, unless it's done in a very controlled format, it all just tend to fall off and fall away. Unfortunately, I've had that before now many a time. Okay, I don't think we're doing too bad there. Yeah, slightly more pronounced than I'd want maybe through the Suarez blue, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. Right, we've got a sliver of the light green, and then we're going in with the lime. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yes, we like that. Right, let's clear the decks a little bit because I don't want to start falling over and stuff. More gloves. These are dissolving. Ooh. Right, almost at the end of the first run. Pretty happy with those so far, because then I'll consider overnight what needs to go over the top, and if we're in a position to be able to cut and do them tomorrow, I'll be going over the top of them on the live stream. So I'll say that tentatively, because it is by no means set in stone. I'm going to have to make a decision tomorrow on if they're cured sufficiently enough. And I really do not know whether that will be the case or not. We'll have to wait and see. So it's probably going to be tomorrow afternoon, about this time tomorrow, when I'm going to know if that's a thing, if we're able to do that or not. So, you know, we're literally going to be making that call a couple of hours before we stream. If not, I'll be doing a different one from the commission, because at the moment it is all about our New York clients. It's a very big job. It is 25 individual canvases across 15 spaces. We are, excluding this one, nine done so far, but that is yet to have client approval, so we might be back to zero if I've completely messed everything up. It's just a risk you take. Hopefully though, I'm sensible enough to have understood the likes and wants and desires of our client, some of the key members of the team, taking that information on board and hopefully doing something pretty good with it, of which this is one. So, thank you, Paula. Good question. Will the rain affect the curing time? No. No, thankfully not. Unless the rain decides to pour through the ceiling, in which case that's obviously not the best. But even at that point, once it's skinned over, theoretically, the rain actually, you can get water ingress on it, doesn't really matter. We've had them submerged before now in previous studios where the weather has been appalling. I've quite literally had them underwater. But fortunately, that's happened after they've skinned over. So whilst the canvas is absolutely soaking wet, bizarrely, there's nothing wrong with the painting. Incredible. Try getting that with acrylics. Never going to happen. Hey, Brian. I hope you're nice and safe if you're watching while you're driving. I hope you've got your autopilot on your Tesla and you're letting the car do the driving. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a good advice or not. But thank you for tuning in, and we hope you're staying safe while you're mobile and on the road, I presume. Where are you going? Tell us where you're going. Nice. Are you off to work? You're off to work. Okay. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, buddy. That's great. You probably got this. I bet you got this sat somewhere. Have you got it sat in a cradle on somewhere near the dashboard or on the windshield, sorry, and just leave it on play? That'd be so cool. We'll actually go. We're going to work with you. I love it. Alicia, hello, Alicia. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Right, a bit of a hands and knees job at the moment. Oh, nice. He's letting the employees drive. Excellent. I hope all of you are smiling in the car now. That's great. I don't know if I've ever been in a car live streaming before, in somebody's car while they're watching. That's awesome. Do you know what? Even if I mess everything up now, I'll go home with that today, feeling pretty good. That's good. And thanks for letting us know, buddy. I really appreciate that. That's nice. That's good to know.
Hey, guys. I heard Brian's a really nice guy. Quick, ask him for a raise.
Oh, you're terrible. Terrible.
What?
Oh, you're on your lunch break, Alicia? Excellent. So this one I think is going to prove to be a bit tricky to blend, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Just trying to take some of those harsh lines away. What I may have to do is let it cure for a little bit, and it might sound a bit counterintuitive, and then re-attack it again. It's just difficult. Yeah, I think I'll give that one last sponge and then we'll get in with the lime green, because it's not the best. So what I'm going to do is get some thinners on this, and because I've made it a bit too harsh there. Look, you can see where the problem area is, just here. Nice. Is that Brian, was it? Yeah, thanks, Brian. At least we know now, don't we? Carry your phone around with you. Great stuff. You haven't got to answer to anyone. You're your own man. We like that. Be your own boss. I've heard the boss here is a nightmare.
Brian, just ask yourself for a raise. That's what I normally do.
I'll ask myself for a raise. I know what the answer will be. No, it's a bit new, yeah. Definitely a bit new. That's the best I'm going to get on that edge. It's all right. I don't, it is what it is. Let's get in with the lime. That'll help diffuse things a little bit. Yeah, no, I've got to do a blend, and I'm trying to do a blend across what will eventually be 8 individual canvases. But the important thing is you've got to be able to see everything down a long corridor, so the edges need to lead in and be as much a focal point as what goes on the front, because it's the edges that are going to give you your initial splash of colour. So really important to try and get right. So this is a lime green. This is a British standard colour, BS 4800 for the technical amongst you. And if you really want to get technical, it's 12E53. There you go, go and look that up on your computer. Gorgeous lime, the nicest lime for me I've ever used. Love a bit of 12E53. Who's that? Yeah, Devanda, what a great way of putting it. It is like trying to mix oil and water, two immiscible liquids without any kind of emulsifier. Yeah, they're not the best at blending these, which is why I don't do it very often, but with this particular part of the project, felt like it needed to be done. So that's what we decided that was going to get done. Starting to get quite in now with the strong colours. You can see the rainbow starting to form now. Now the question is what goes over the top when all this is complete and dry and cured. What goes over the top is the important thing, because that's going to really define the success of the painting. Now it's going to be a success no matter what, but I've got to try and figure out how much of a success. So I'll tell you what my thought process was, and that's to kind of feature the individual colours on the actual, I see how I can explain this. So where I've got lime green and a touch of water blue, is where that's cut, is I would actually keep that and use just those three colours and maybe gold and something else consistently across all of them, and pop them on the spin table. So I get a consistency of colour, number one, and number two, I get a consistency of what goes over the top, i.e. the spin technique. And then I also get a consistency with a stock colour that goes across everything. And who doesn't love a drop of gold? So that could be what's going to happen when they're dry. So now you've got it. Now you've got the lowdown. And if they're dry enough tomorrow, that's what's happening tomorrow. But there's a lot to happen between now and then. And I've got to hope and pray that they're dry enough to do that. Otherwise, it'll be a pop-up on Friday. So, but whatever happens, we're going to televise that. I think we were just going to record this and then put it out as a separate video, but it's just thought, no, in the end, let's just go for it. Let's just see if there's anybody out there who wants to watch. Thank you, Drawing Skeleton. Yeah, we like that. And Funny Fox has joined us as well. Lovely lime, yeah. Live stream on a Tuesday, yes. No, you're not on the wrong calendar page, I can assure you. Nelson's joined us. Hola, Nelson. Good to see you too. Right, so we get in. If you've got any questions, guys, I want to know what on earth I'm doing. You know, drill now. You can just ask. I'll explain. Everyone who's been here from the start obviously knows already, but got some metallic on already, actually, Tom. Let's see if Adi can give you a look on that. There you go. There's some Suarez blue there for you, Tom. Very nice metallic, possibly my favourite one of them all. So now we're getting towards the end of run number one. I will give you a look on Roamcam in a moment. Just got to work on this blend because I'm still not happy with the one on the other side. The lime's gone into the green fine, but the green into the blue is just not happening for me. Paula's got to go. I'm so sorry, Paula, but hey, thank you for being part of it today. You're awesome. Have a great day. Let's go for a bit of a dab. I've just given it a douse in thinners, mate. So let's just see how I get on, because I think I need to extend that. see if we can coax that into life a little bit, because I'm not happy with this one here. It's too severe. So let's get some actually applied. Of course, with every time I'm doing this with the brush, I'm also pulling water blue back into it, but that's okay. Let's just get the paint on, and then we'll worry about how on earth I'm going to blend that together. But the two greens, the lime and this green, are looking fine, but this one isn't. So let's see if we can change that before we go to Roam Cam and before we start the next side, because I've got to bring lime into the second run. This is where it starts to get a little bit complicated now. We were discussing how to blend all this a little earlier, because so many things we do, it's just not easy, is it? So we'll get this dabbed, and then we'll get it smoothed out, see where we go. As I approach this edge here, I don't mind it picking up the water blue because I wanted to diffuse the green, so that's not a massive issue. Let's just see how we're getting on here. And then I could probably get on with the sponge and start to make a better blend between the two here. Oh, Devander, what are you like? Yeah, sort yourself out, come on. Well, you made it on this one, and we're always glad to have you here, as we are with everybody, making it to the lives. Right, okay. That's a better edge. I need to get that sort of feathered off now. No, it's not right at the other end. Let's go back again. Oh my God. It's all go, isn't it? Well, you've got some nice new music to listen to anyway while I'm being quiet. Popped a little thinners on here just to help the paint a little bit. Definitely starting to soften that edge, which is what I needed to do. It was way too harsh. It's a little bit better. Glove change needed. Again. Well done, Devander, watching the replay. All is forgiven. Tell you what, if you are watching this one, you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow night's, because if we can get these dry, oh my goodness me, I'm going to go for it. Everything is so time critical at the moment with this job. Really trying to make the most efficient use of the time. Ironically, it's not the painting that's the issue, it's the curing of it. I haven't got enough time to let it all cure, which it needs to before it's rolled up and put into crates. Slight dark patch over here. Needed a long handle for that brush. Yeah, I know, Alicia. I need a new back as well, but okay, reasonably happy. That's definitely better than it was. Yeah, I'll take that. Right, gloves off. Roam Cam, hydrate, part 2. Hydrate first, eh? Okay, let me have a little look on the overhead. I'm just going to clear the paints from that side just for a second, guys, right? Because I've got lids off paints and I don't want them to start going off any quicker than they do already. Once you lock air inside the tin and an open tin, of course, you begin the curing process. The more times you open the tin, the more paint you use, the more air you trap in, the faster they dry. So the further they get down the tin, the quicker they go off. So it's a constant nightmare. Yes, well actually yes, it's closer to oxidization. It isn't quite an oxidization process. It reacts with oxygen in the air, but an oxidation process, yeah, I won't get too technical. Yes, it's as close to oxidation as you're going to get. It isn't quite technically defined as that, although it is an air curing paint, so heat makes little or no difference. The reaction with oxygen in the air does create two hydrocarbons, one of which is heavier than air and the other one is a carcinogen, so obviously not the best if you get it inside your lungs, hence the breathing gear. But yeah, air is the most important thing. So what we've got currently going on in the gallery part, where we've got the current wave of paintings for the New York Commission drying, they're actually curing in there now and hung up. Yeah, what we've got is we've got a fan blowing air to circulate, because the important thing is we can keep a constant pressure airflow going through, and that's really super important, because it helps. The more air we can move over something, the faster it cures, because we're always putting fresh oxygen over it, and the more oxygen molecules and atoms that can hit it, the better. Lynn's made it. Hello Lynn, you're late, back of the class. Good to have you here. Right, I need more gloves again. What's going on today with these gloves? It's about the 7th or 8th pair I'm using. Right, okay, let's go roam cam then, buddy, and then I'm going to switch roam cam to the other side. Okay, right. Well, here we are, folks. Look what we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 7 colours so far on this part of the rainbow. So this is a 480 centimetres, so 4.8 metre long, 2 sets of canvases. They'll be cut into 120 centimetre increments, so each one 120 square, stretched around the frame, makes 100 centimetre square paintings. Principle is where they're cut at the 120s, we're then going to get a little bit of everything, you know, leading in and leading out on each one. Rather than each panel being a single solid colour, you'll get a blend of colours on each one. So hopefully you'll see a bit of the rainbow on the sides of the canvas as you walk down the corridor, and also on the front as well.
So guys, if you look at the white canvas on the left hand side, you'll see the lines on it. If Ed steps all the way back, if you can imagine that where those lines are on the right hand piece of canvas, that's the kind of what's going to happen with the blending.
Yeah, good point. So you can see the cut line. So just after that, we've got the water blue on the edge, and then we've got Suarez blue leading off to the nice blue on the edge. Then we've got that edge. So if you think about it, we've got a leading edge there of that purple, that really nice, I don't know what you call it, lilac-y purple. And then on the right hand edge, you'll get the more pinky purple. Then on this edge here on this one, you also get led in by the pinky purple. But if you think about it from this side, you get that purple and the pinky purple as you look at it from this direction, because it's destined down a corridor. So dark purple, light purple, and then as you go from this end, you also get you get the same from that side. Do you see what I mean? I know there's a blob of blue, I'm leaving that. So that's it, yeah, where the cut lines are, and it's the whole, I'm trying to think about not only just blending, but also that you get to see as many of the colours linking together down this long corridor. And remember guys, this corridor is only 1.5 meters wide, so down the left hand side you're going to get this series of 8 going along.
So can you do me a favour, buddy?
Yeah.
Go back up to the purple end.
Yeah.
Purple. Can you put the camera sideways and really close to the ground and look down it?
Oh, do you mean here and look
So
down?
lie it on its side.
Oh, like
That's
that?
it. Yeah, and then fairly close to
yeah.
the ground. Right, back up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. Kind of like that, guys. You're going to see down a corridor, it's kind of going to look like that, so to say.
Yeah, so imagine that. So we're going to continue the lime on this side, and we're going to go all the way through to the red. So we're into the sunny side of things now. Now I'll tell you what's interesting, actually, right at this moment in time, this is quite important. So we've got yellow going into melon yellow, going into gold, going into orange, going into 2 reds. There's a point for this. Should we let's just show everybody, mate. I'm just going to come out and show them. Can you pop the lights on? I'll show you the reason why here, okay? Oh, is that Giberus Frederick? Hello from France. Bonjour. Have I said that right? Hello to Jim. Jim's just joined us as well. Greetings, back of the class. Right, there's a reason why we're terminating with the reds and the oranges and the yellows. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. There's a reason why we're terminating with those, look, and that's because of what I painted yesterday. So this is at the end of the run. So trust me when I say everything has a purpose and everything is thought out. Let's go up here and see if we can show you. What's that looking like, mate? Is that looking all right?
That looks pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Hang on.
Yeah, stay on the line.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, that's pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's going to get quite severely cut down, and we'll choose the best bit out of it, but that's where it terminates. So you imagine you're starting with purple, and at the end of the corridor, you're met with that before you turn right into the staff areas.
Close-ups.
Let's have a look. It is pretty epic, this thing. Look at this.
Still curing as well. Look at that. It's like a volcano, that is.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Beautiful selling. Love that. Look at those swoops and loops. Very nice. Very nice. Those deep reds, royal reds, and into the yellow, almost looking gold.
So we're going to feature all these colours now on the second run of canvas. By the way, we've also been trying to figure out stretcher bars and how we can get them into the tubes where the paintings are rolled round. So we're doing that today. So we've got drainage pipe sewer tubes that are going to form part of the way that we roll the paintings. And then we've been figuring out all of the stretcher bars that we're going to need for the project and how we're going to get them actually over to New York. And we've come up with some very clever solutions, haven't we, today so far?
Hopefully I'll be able to make something, a rig. Yeah.
Good stuff. Right. Let's get on with round two then.
Get back in there, you. Oh, by the way, you can start this end.
I did wonder that. Yeah. Well, what's better for the cams? Because I don't mind. I'll start whichever end.
It doesn't matter to me.
You tell me.
Why don't you go from this end so you've got the line to go back through?
Don't really matter actually. No. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got more room this side to actually walk. So yeah, maybe if I reverse this and do lime coming in and terminating in the red, that might be better actually. Right, let's get RoamCam back on its holder. Remember guys, if you're enjoying this, please do give us a nice big thumbs up. That would be absolutely awesome. And on RoamCam, have we got a reasonable shot, long shot over there? How's that looking? Better? Yeah. Okie dokie, right. Morton Viking, love it. Hello Morton, good to see you. Jeffrey says brilliant. Devander says gorgeous. Thank you very much guys, really appreciate that. Yeah, I said hello, yeah. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's get some gloves on. Okay, right, so lime is going to be a third here. What did I do with my lime? It's all starting to get a bit crowded, my bench. So I've got to just reverse this, folks. Just give me a second. So lime's going to terminate there. And I need to go light yellow followed by melon. Light followed by melon. Right, so light yellow to there. And then I am melon to there. Then I'm to gold and orange and red. Right, okay, I'm just rejigging that around a little bit. Thank you, Simple Home Cooking and Painting, for the hearts. That's very kind of you. Right, I've got to get this right. So, yellow, I need to be a bit... Yeah, let's give the yellow there. melon is going to be there and finished there. Then I want a slither of gold. And it's going to be orange up to there. And then finish in 2 reds. 2 thin reds. Okay, right, just got it sussed. Oh, sugar, nearly went. Yeah, I know what you mean, Bunny Fox. Yeah, the looks like the strip cards for paint that you get, yeah, tester strips that you get from your home DIY stores. Yeah, Home Depot. That's the one in the US, isn't it? We got a B&Q, a Home Base. That's about it, really, mate, isn't it? We don't. They're the ones, the kind of main ones, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. But I know that B&Q is what do I call it? Just forgotten the name of it. In
Home
America.
Depot?
Home Depot, yeah. B&Q is Home Depot. Exactly the same. I remember when I went to get the step ladders for the job in San Jose, and it's same orange. It just says Home Depot instead of B&Q.
Well, B&Q used to be Kingfisher Group. I don't know who owns it these days. Now, hazard a guess at cost of base coating this lot. Neat from the tin. I've been trying to calculate it in my head, and it's quite a lot.
$1 quadrillion.
I think it very well, it probably is, isn't it? Alicia's got to go. Well, thank you for joining us. Got to go. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Don't be late. Oh, Lowe's. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Lowe's. Remember Lowe's? Ooh, drawing skeleton. Investing in some metallics. That's good. Yeah, who doesn't like to see some shimmer in their paintings? We love all that. Have a bit of bling, a bit of brightness going on. Something to reflect the light. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Right. So lime is quite pronounced, but I don't mind that. It's a beautiful colour. That'll do. Right, we'll get that blended in now to that light yellow. Let's try to move some of the excess up to the line, which is where we're going to need it. We've got a lot still to do here today. Flat out, I mean absolutely flat out at the moment. And then when I'm home, I've got work to do there. I've got a lot of image preparation to do with all of these paintings for the client. We're shooting videos for them as well as doing all the static images. So all that has to be post-processed through Photoshop and other such mediums to make sure everything's correct. Everything's got to be referenced to where it's going to be in the building. To try and make it a lot easier for them to understand where it's all going to go. So it's not just the painting, there is a lot to this. So the great question, who was that from? Seeking Nexus, with your paints being so toxic, how long do your paintbrushes last and what do you use to clean them? Which camera are we on, mate? Here's the answer. About 10 minutes and in the bin. I know, don't all write at once. I know that's terribly wasteful. I know that somewhere probably a seal is now dead because of my appalling actions with the environment. But also consider this, albeit the paintbrushes are very, very cheap. There's nothing spectacular about them. The issue is because they are actually a very aggressive paint. As you start to use them, bristles and fibers start to break down, all kinds of things start to happen. So irrespective of whether I can clean or reuse them or not, they're never the same again. But I'm also not using copious amounts of thinners. I'm not using paper products to dry them with. I'm not using any heat. I'm not using any detergents. I'm not washing that down into the sewer system. I'm containing everything I possibly can. And actually, even as a single use, it's not as horrendous as you may think when you actually run by all the parameters that you can operate by not cleaning a brush, as well as cleaning one. So they are designed to be disposable, and although there is a job to be done, it does not mean that as human beings we aren't without a conscience or ethics. It's just worth trying to point that out. But such is the manner of the paint that nothing really lasts very long.
Also, the massive key to this is the amount of time it would take to clean those. Like Ed said, with thinners, we'd go through so much in the way of thinners, it would just be cost prohibitive. It would literally be crazy. Imagine the brush that Ed has now with yellow, that would probably use a litre solvents, thinners to actually clean it. And at the end of that, for a brush that might cost 30-40 pence. So you have to, and it's going to, Ed would spend 10-15 minutes per brush trying to clean them. There's just no point.
Yeah, so whether it's live and you're nodding your head, shaking your head, or whatever button you're reaching for to like or dislike, then just consider that before you think, because it's like so many things here have to be very, very carefully thought about, otherwise it just doesn't work. But good that we need to have a conversation about these things. It's good, isn't it? I mean, that's the whole point. It's when we ignore these things, it becomes a problem. So we're trying to keep in with the loops theme, which we're trying to do all the way along. I may have to get a dry brush and have another go at this. I'll bring the lime back in, actually. I'll be very, very, very glad when I'm not blending anything anymore. Thanks, Nexus. Yeah, we're just trying to tell you how it is for real. It is just trying to be real about everything. Not hide behind it, just is what it is. Right, not too bad so far. Let's have another go with the sponge. That's a better edge this time. Let's go. See what we got. Morton do, yeah, the brushes are terrible. I wouldn't use them for anything really, but for this, great. I just got to be very mindful of what falls out of them and then retrieving the hairs and the bristles that decide to go and have a life somewhere else instead of sitting in the end of the brush. Yeah, it can be problematic now and again, but as long as you keep an eye on what's going on, it's not too bad. Okay, how we're looking with that? That's should be pretty reasonable now. Okay, I'm going to take that. That's all right. That'll do for me.
Nice.
Okay, melon. Right, so we are, yeah, we're definitely over here. Is that enough yellow? Is that too much melon? Melon will have to go over this side unless I do a seam of gold, which is tempting. Let me just figure my ratios out here, because there's two reds. So as long as the orange goes over that line, orange can start maybe there. No, I'm going to lose it. Oh, I've got to figure this out. Bear with me a second. Maybe I just have the gold as the inter. Yeah, okay. We'll change tack slightly. We'll have gold as the crossover. Then we'll go into orange, and then we've got two reds. Okay, I can live with that. So orange is going to be quite pronounced. Actually, gold's going to look pretty good, and then we'll have the melon. Okay, that's fine. Right, gloves again. Good blimey. We're into double figures now, the amount of times I've changed gloves. Crazy. Right, okay. I'm definitely on the home straight now, folks. So, going pretty good so far. Pretty happy with that. There'll be a lot of tidying up to do when I'm done. And then I've got to put a tiny blue dot on one of the paintings. There's one of the last jobs today. That should be good for a laugh. Right. Good question, Lynn. Yeah, I suppose we've got a question when the gold goes on. Yeah, so is it now? Yeah, it's gold now, and then it's gold now, isn't it? You're right, Lynn. I think we give Lynn a round of applause, mate. Nicely done, Lynn. Yeah, thank you. I've got the gold in the wrong place. That could have gone very wrong. Thank you, sincerely. I really appreciate that. Now we've got a much, yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll get just a feature of melon over the line. I think that will look quite nice. So the gold is merely a suggestion, but I think that's probably enough. So let's get that on and see what we look like. Now the problem we're going to have with this, while we're all riding on that train of happiness, is trying to blend these together, because they don't. So if ever there was an issue with blending, it's going to be when I try and put the gold to the melon and the gold to the light yellow. When we try and mix this with the standard thinners, it emulsifies and really starts to misbehave. So potentially we may have problems today. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. I guess we're about to find out very shortly. Well, as Adi just chat to me in my ears, we'll just go for it this side and see what behaviours we've got. I've got to try and avoid it going brown. That's the big issue here. I mean, I know it's kind of that way anyway, but we'll have to just see what happens. Yeah, I could feel it under the brush. They don't like each other, but I knew that was going to be a problem, hence why I mentioned it. Okay, this is going to be fun now, because we've got a very solid line there, and that's the one thing I do not want here, is a solid line. So I wonder, actually, I'm just think on the fly here. Magriba. Hello, Magribia. Bonjour to you too. Great to see you here. Is this first time on, is it? I presume just, yeah, Adie's made the gold look silver by zooming in on it. It is odd how these sensors on these cameras work some days. We'll see how well or not we're going to get this blended in. This gold is going to be the problem child. If ever it was going to happen, we're going to do it the other side when we get to orange. We don't know how this is going to pan out. 2 chances, haven't we? Slim and none. Just going to have to do the best I can with it. The sleeve of my hoodie is coming in very handy today. Second time for you, Magribia. That's great. Oh, well, that's very sweet. Thank you for choosing to watch us here on the channel. It's good. Well done. Top of the class. Yeah, it feels all right. I think I'm going to try and get the... I mean, there won't be much more I can do with it than that. I'm going to have to do the same when we get to the melon. I think that will help. Let's just see if the sponge is going to do any good. Yeah. I'm kind of in the wrong place for all cameras, really, aren't I? Never mind. Now, we're using a different combination of lights for this one at the moment, guys, to what we normally do, because I needed a bit more illumination over this side. So apologies if it is looking a little bit silver on your screens. There's not a lot we can do about that. I shall be returning to the other lighting tomorrow, but because of the size of the canvas and the fact I can't position everything in the center, I'm having to go back to our old double bank of lights on the overhead. So it means whilst the other shots are looking great, overhead isn't, and consequently it's a bit reflective and probably looking quite silver at the moment. But I can assure you, and we'll have a look on Roam Cam shortly, it's a delicious gold, one that is kind of refusing to blend. It's as good as we're going to get on that edge. So that is it, I'm afraid. It isn't going to get any better than that. That's okay, let's not worry too much. Let's get the melon on. Melon yellow. Okay, one of my fave colours. Nice.
Nice.
Ooh. Thank you, Funny Fox, loving the blend. Said it looks like gold smoke. Oh, it was Lynn, sorry. What did Funny Fox say? Smashing shade of orange. Thank you. Well, you wait till you see the next shade of orange. I'd imagine that's probably going to look like a very deep red, in which case, what on earth is the red going to look like? But that is coming up shortly. Can you remind me, mate, the filters need to be changed on the mask? I'll do that ready for tomorrow. Just got the slightest whiff right down close. So I think we'll change them tomorrow's stream. Right, okay, blend time before the gold starts to go off, which it is. Let's see how bad this is going to be. Right, I might be a bit quiet now while I suss this out. The rest of it straightforward. This is not going to play ball. So let's see if I can get myself out of jail. Yeah, Carrie, that's definitely, thank you for that. That is a possibility. I might have to go back over these areas with a sponge. We're dealing with the gold edge okay at the moment, so I think if I can continue this principle going, we might be okay. Tense times. Trying to stipple at the moment to bring these blends together. Let's use the other edge of the down into the gold a little bit. More blended we can get, the less you're going to see the lines, which is the whole point. That's pretty okay. Let's carry that on over here and see what happens. Good question, Lynn. Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be allowed. I'll be able to take static photos, but we're not allowed to film anything, which is unfortunate, but have to respect the wishes of the client. So, yeah, bit of a shame. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. No, good question though. Thank you for asking. Well, we're definitely better. Let's get one more brush out. We're back from the brink. Need to tidy that. No, sponge. Need to tidy that up a little. I know I'm talking to myself now. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, just going back to your question, Lynn. There'll be plenty of photos, so don't worry about that. But I mean, it would be lovely to shoot a video showing you the complete install. But unless there's a dramatic U-turn, sadly, we won't have that luxury, I'm afraid. It's really getting fiddly now. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Well, it's okay. It's fine. A bit of bling. Once that's stretched and followed its stuff on it, I think we'll be all right. Okay. So let's get the orange open. The one I've been looking forward to. Let's get that one on next. 3 to go, folks. 3 to go. Now, that's probably going to look red on the camera. So the red on the camera is going to be interesting. Right, so I think what we'll do, because I'm getting a bit close to Roam Cam here, I'll get that moved. Let's go. You can come with me, sunshine. Let's pop you there so you can see down it a little bit. How's that, buddy? Yep. Okay, right. We are definitely making progress here, folks. And a mess. I'm definitely making a mess.
Say what?
John B. Martinez from upstate New York. Hello, John. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Must be early where you guys are. Is it? No, 1 o'clock, midday, 12:05. Yeah. Just working that out for myself. Good job I can count up to 10, isn't it? That's a relief. Right, okay, let's get you spread out, lovely orange. Right. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's have a go then. See how far we get with that. Right, I'll leave the orange brush there. Let's get melon out. Let's get a fresh one because that's tinted with gold. And we'll pick some off from this edge, loading the brush. Right. I think this is going to be another interesting one. Let's see. Wait. Oh, this is a real labour of love. Go over it and over it and over it, back over you go until you get a lion, until then you don't get a lion, and tough. Sorry I'm being quiet, but I've got to be really trying to concentrate here. Yeah, so it's starting to go now, isn't it? So it's not looking too bad now. I know the gold is fairly harsh, but it's okay. I mean, it still needed to be in there at the end of the day, so can't not deny it its place. So that's fine. Let's just work on the rest of it. Right, a little bit of blue on there for some reason. Try and get rid of that. Oh, hi Lucia. Have I ever painted with gold leaf? No, don't think I have. I mean, this is not a million miles away from gold leaf, the gold that I'm using. But I don't know if I've ever used gold leaf actually. Probably not.
We have painted with 24 karat gold though before. The client requested it, so it had 24 karat gold and crushed diamonds on it.
Oh yes, I remember it well. Okay, I think that's a pretty good blend, so let's get into the red. And we'll do that one next. Lynn, surely if lighting is hitting the painting, all of the colours will do their thing, not just gold. It's so huge, I think it'll look great. Well, thank you, yeah. Interestingly, LED light panels are okay to a certain extent, but like so many things, you need a little bit of natural light on it. Now, the area this is going to go into won't have any natural light, sadly. In fact, their whole building is probably quite devoid of natural light. So it is going to be at the behest of the lighting wizards to work their magic. At the time I went for a site visit in early March, about a month ago now, there weren't that many plans to put in lighting specifically for art, so on my suggestion, chatting with the contracts managers and the lighting people, was to just wait till it all comes in, and then it's relatively straightforward as a retrofit afterwards to put lighting in. So I think that's what they're going to do, which is good. There's so many things though in the US you need a permit for it. So when we discussed about the impact, it's blue again. I'll sort that out in a minute. When we discussed about, is it? I don't know what I'm saying about the lighting. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're discussing it, and actually the impact of adding 20 watts to a ring main to a circuit is pretty negligible, so they were okay with that in the end. So hopefully they'll be able to, after a couple of weeks, get some lighting retrofitted and positioned where it needs to be to actually complete, make everything look complete, I should say. That's the hope anyway. we're finishing off with 2 reds. So let's get those in. So far we have got a rainbow. Yeah, so I'm pleased that it's going well. We've had a few challenging blends, but that is the nature of things. Hopeful that when whatever goes over the top, and that will become largely irrelevant. But it's good then, because we'll actually be able to feature all of the colours down the corridor, especially on the sides of the paintings, which is what you're going to see as you walk down. So what goes on the sides as it wraps around the frame is as important as what goes on the front. These are destined to go into a passing space, so the ability to sit back and take it all in is reduced, but it's important to have this part of the corridor in the building, which is a very high traffic area. Many people flow in and out of it, to have something that is uplifting, bright, compelling. Doesn't have to be too challenging, it just has to be happy. So I can't think of many things that are more happy than embracing the power of the colours of the rainbow. That's everything all in one place, but split across 21 metres, so there's plenty of room in between. Catch your breath. So I'm hopeful this broad principle is going to work really, really well, and we'll be very excited to get this one particularly stretched. There's 8 of these to stretch up on site, let alone the 17 others that we've got to do as well. No problem blending these reds, have I? Okay, we got 1 blend left, folks, so let's see how good we're going to get this one. I'm quite pleased with the orange through to the yellow. Actually, when you think about this as a complete thing, looking pretty good so far. I'm very happy with it. I had no idea quite how it would pan out when I started, but the important thing is that we've done it, and we continue to do it. You know, it's not rocket science, it's not raising the Titanic, it's not flying to Mars. I get that, but I do feel a sense of satisfaction when I'm achieving something that I haven't done before. Even on the great scheme of things, it might not look to be a lot. So to go from a concept to something that is real, I am pretty pleased with that. So Denise, hello Denise. You've now changed your name to was that Lucky Rose 13? Well, there must be a reason for that. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you've changed your handle anyway, regardless. Okay, well, we've got an absolute cornucopia of colour going on here. Don't ask me to repeat that word. So let's pick up some orange and let's see how these blends get on. Last one of the day, folks. I'm rather pleased about that. I'm trying to keep in with the swirls theme because we're going to be linking to a painting where this one terminates, which is all about swirls in these colours. So that's the link. I'm trying to get between the two. Yeah, so I know what you mean. Yeah, could do, mate. Yeah, let me just get this one done, and then yeah, you just give me a suggestion then, which is interesting about dark burgundy. Actually, could be nice on that last edge. Yeah, do us a favour, mate. Can you get us some more sponge? Just a couple of bits, please. Right, I'm just going to ask Eddie for some more sponge because I've run out. And actually that's been doing quite well for me. So it's just going to rip me some off, hopefully. Let's go out. Be back in a second, folks. That'll do, mate. Ta.
Take them all.
Yeah, got it. Lovely. Thank you. Right. And we're back in the room. Okay, got some more sponge. The sponge has been quite key to getting some half decent blends here. So let's have a go with that. I think I need to bring the orange back because that's misbehaving a little bit. Yes, Andy, I am. I'm shattered. Is it? Yeah. I know it's a bit of a marathon, this one. Well done if you've been here from the start, but yeah, I'm getting tired now. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's bring orange back over here. It's getting a bit unruly, this red. I'm just contemplating the addition of a bit of burgundy just as an outro at the end of it. Thank you, Nelson. That's very nice of you to say. Hi, Staywind. Nearly there, nearly there. I'll drop a little flash of burgundy on the back edge, I think. Quite nice. Okay, that'll do. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's kind of in keeping with all the others. And where was it? Where was it? Is it that one? Or is it that one? No, it's definitely not that one. Yeah, well, it's this one. This is at the pinky end, so I think it's got to be that one. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. All right, I'm just going to put a sliver on this. This is just enough kind of to go around the end. It'll be quite a nice finish. You okay with the shot? He's corner camera, right? Okay. Here we go then. Let's just drop this on the edge. See what we get. So this has got to go around the corner, and then we're going to blend it into the red. So this is fine. This is around the corner bit, so I've got to come far enough in. Slightly more traditional blend there, just to finish it off. I quite like that. Right, going to lose 10, so is that enough to go around the edge without losing all the red? No, I think it just needs another drizzle and another couple of run throughs. That's what it needs. Yeah, well, it's 10 either end, mate. It's 10 all the way around, so that's evenly. We know where the 10 is, but of course it's got to go on the side. So that's fine. This should do it. I'll take it a bit further in. I'm sure my microphone to 80 is gone, but I'll check that in there. I haven't got time for that. Let's just check this. Let's just get this done. Let's get these hints. Going back over the hard, you know, like half over the lines. Oh, I know what I mean. You'll figure it out. Right. Stop. I think I'm going to replace my battery. That's a bit better. That's definitely a bit better. I like that. I think we're definitely going to see that around the frame now. Let's just get my battery changed because Andy's disappeared. Thanks, Lynn. Yeah, I can't wait to see it hanging as one piece as well. I can't wait to see them all hanging up because then I can relax. And I'm definitely going to have a week off, I think, afterwards. I think we'll both have deserved it. Okay, right, buddy. Should be getting you back any second. There you go. Got you. Yeah.
Nice day, Wrench. What if we made a raised plank bed to walk over his large painting? We have done that. We've done that before. I'll give you a task. Go and have a look through our live streams and see if you can find the one in our old place in Stroud where Ed was going over the top. And I think what we're using
There's a ladder.
it was a ladder with a brush on the end of a stick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, to over a spin table. Was it
Yeah,
over the spin?
yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so we have done that before. Yes.
Right, mate, I'm going to leave that, I think, because that's just a quite nice blend there. It's a little bit different to the others because it's kind of got this straight edge to it, which I'm actually happy with. I'm not going to mess about with that. And the reason is because if I start doing the swirls and twirls, I won't have enough actual space to do that without losing the blend. So I'm going to keep it looking like that. So let's just get rid of the paints and then I'll give you a roam cam look, everybody, all right? Okay, right. Give me a second, guys, because I'm bursting for a drink here. So let me do that and I'll give you a roam cam look. Thanks, Anna. To be continued, yes, definitely. Right, roam cam then, mate. So let's go and tip it on its side, if you can imagine then. So that's what we're going to see all the way along. They'll all be cut, not where you see where you think the lines are, but they'll be cut at 120 centimetre increments. So you're going to get a little bit of everything on all of the canvases. So that's going to be quite interesting as we go down. Look, we were some blend easier than others. The problem child was the gold because it's a different kind of paint. Doesn't really mix with those very well, but we'll get away with that. That's fine. It's a bit of bling right in the middle of it. Everybody loves a bit of bling. But look at that as an absolute swathe of colour. This is going to span a corridor of 21 metres long. This is what we've just done at the end. I've just popped on a purpley mauvey kind of violet tinged plum at the red end of the spectrum just to finish that off. That's quite a nice little addition at the end. Props to Adi because he mentioned it as I was painting, so yeah, that's definitely rather nice. That we'll lose 10 centimeters, but we'll just get that little edge going to it, so I rather like that. And then these are all going to get cut up, folks. That's what we did the first half of the broadcast. The second hour was doing the other side. Who'd have thought that would take 2 hours to paint, eh? But it has. There's a lot of paint on here, folks. I don't know if that's going to be dry enough for what I've got planned for them, ready for tomorrow night, but if it isn't, I can assure you we'll be doing something else. We've just got to hope and pray. I'm going to turn the extractor up, get cleaned up, but I'm hopeful that these will be ready to be painted over. But that now is pretty much in the lap of the gods, the physics gods, of course. Let's see if they're kind to us and let this cure overnight. So here's the orange red that we were just working on, which yeah, took a little bit of work, that, but I rather like that. That's got a kind of smokiness to it. One lot going one way, one going the other. I think that's quite nice, quite pleasant. We've used the brush and the sponge on that. Done the same thing over here. We actually stippled the brush over on yellow and orange to create that kind of intermediary. And yeah, well, you know, between the yellows, the gold is what it is. Lovely blend there going on the lime to the bright canary yellow. We can come back on the lime. So here those two connect together in the series, and we go into water blue, into light blue, into Suarez blue, into light purple, magenta purple, and purpley purple. And there we are. I think we've got 11 colours. We have got nearly 10 meters of canvas, and they're the base coats for 8 individual paintings, all part of the New York Commission. And that, my friends, is how we base coat Suarez style. Well, I'm rather glad that's over. Thank you, Devanda, because I know you've been here right from the start. We really, really appreciate that. Gold star to all of you who've been here from the start, in fact. But that, folks, is how we base coat, and I think I'm about done for one day. Carrie says thank you. Looks amazing, says Drawing Skeleton, thank you. I'm glad you're now doing painting of your own. That's awesome. I can never see Ed painting. Enough of Ed painting. Thank you, State Wench. Nicely corrected, just in time. Thank you, Jeffrey. That's very kind of you. Got a rainbow from Carrie. Well, folks, we're going to end it there. after such a marathon. And if you have watched it from the start, a great big thank you for doing that. And it's been great to have you along with the journey. Yes, all we're doing is base coating, but actually I hope this has opened your eyes a little bit into understanding that it's not just a base coat. Whenever you get paint and you put it onto canvas, there's always a story to be told. And we hope that we can demystify that, at the same time giving you something nice and easy going to look at as well. I hope that's brightened up your day, because I'm sure it has for us as well. There will be a part 2. Oh yes, I just don't know when that's going to be. Whatever happens though, you do need to stick around for tomorrow night's live stream. We look forward to seeing you then, because I've got no idea what on earth is going to happen, but I can guarantee you a little bit of magic and spice. In the meantime, folks, be well and healthy wherever you are. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. That's a roughly 26 hours time. We'll see you then. On behalf of AD and myself, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again.